The right time just does not exist. Really, come on. Let's be honest. It just doesn't. Ask yourself, am I waiting for the right time or am I just avoiding it? See, because what most of us don't know is that the waiting is just a subconscious fear in disguise. And that fear will stick around until you either completely give up on the idea or it's too late to pursue the idea. See, and there's a bad misconception with waiting for the right time too. A lot of us try and convince ourselves that if we had enough money, or if I had a different job, or if I lived over there, or if I met them sooner, or if I didn't know them at all. We make all these scenarios in our head, and the only result is we get older and we stay the same. If not, we get worse. And all this time, days, weeks, months, years of hesitation. And after all that time thinking, you're only left with that feeling of despair. So let me tell you, you will never feel ready. Readiness isn't a feeling, it's a decision. Now, I want you to think about someone who has achieved their dreams in their life. Maybe it's your parents, your friends, a loved one, a celebrity, whoever it is. Think of that one person that you admire because you know they took the leap and they went for whatever it is that they wanted. Now, think of that person or those people, and you'll notice they all have something in common. They started before they were ready. They took action first, and the clarity came afterwards. The clarity came along their journey. Now, let's refer to a quick classic swimming analogy. So you've never swam before, you don't know how to swim, and you find yourself on a boat in the ocean. Okay? You're looking at the edge of the boat thinking, I do want to swim, like I want to know how to swim, I want to have a good time swimming. But you're a bit nervous. You don't know what to do. You're going over scenarios in your head, or maybe if I do it like this, or like, how do I keep my head above the water, or what do I do with my legs, what do I do with my hands, what do I do with my feet? Like, there will never be that convinced headspace that you will ever get yourself in before you actually get in the water. There is no amount of talking yourself up or anyone around you that's going to make you learn how to swim while still on the boat. So you jump. Maybe it's all frantic and you're panicking and you swallow a bit of water at the start. Maybe you've tried. Maybe you've already jumped and you're drowning. So what do? Get back on the boat? Try again? Or talk yourself out of it? Because the thing that you want to be able to swim is still there waiting for you. Okay, so next time you jump, maybe don't try and swim straight away. Maybe just try and keep your head above the water. Learn how to float. So we're in the water now. We're not panicking. Our head's above the water. I'm calm. And I'm just floating. I'm not swimming, but I'm getting comfortable with being in that first step of what I want to achieve. And all of a sudden, as you're floating there, your body's working, your feet and your hands are working together to keep yourself nice and straight, and you're upright, and you're breathing, and you start to get a feel for it. You start feeling how the water is around you and how your body works with it. Then you start turning over, and you can keep your head above the water and you're doing some frantic doggy paddle. Looks terrible, by the way. Looks terrible. But then after a while, your arms are getting a bit tired, so you try something new. You try breaststroke and your strokes become smoother and your legs are working together and you're keeping your head above the water and you're slowly starting to, it's like, okay, I can actually swim now. I'm not dying. I'm not drowning. The franticness at the beginning turns into a calm float. The floating turns into breaststroke. The breaststroke turns into front crawl, and then all of a sudden, you're moving. You're moving. You know how to swim. Breaststroke, front crawl, even butterfly. That's a tough stroke. If you don't know what that is, check it out. Butterfly, horrible stroke. Really takes it out of you. The point is, which I'm sure you've already got out of that story, is you don't learn anything from standing or sitting on the boat or sitting on the side. And you can put that analogy to anything in life. Alright? You're never going to be good at public speaking if you don't start speaking in public. You're never going to be good at running if you don't start running. Alright? It's not about creating the right time to start something. It's starting it, and then it just paves its way. It just becomes. There's no strategy. It's just doing, and it's just being. Yes, it's good to have a plan, and it's good to have an idea of where you want to go. But what's the point in thinking about miles and miles ahead if you can't even take the first step? Take that step. Move on, move forward. And one day you'll look back and be like, damn, I've come a long way. Or one day you look back and it's just the same reflection of you as you were 1 year ago, 2 years ago, 5, 10 years. And you don't want that. Because that's real regret and that's real despair. And just remember, waiting for the right time is like planting a seed and then locking it up in a dark room with no water. Alright? How can you ever expect the damn thing to grow? And it doesn't matter where you start. Start in the shallow end. Start with the smallest step, whatever it is, with your goal. So just remember, when you have that thought and you try and convince yourself and your intuition's telling you that you're just not ready yet, you need this or you need that before you can do this, that's not your real intuition, that's fear. So I want you to start today. I want you to start now. I want you to start right after this video. I want you to be in the moment, present, and I want you to do. Okay, because you're never going to get this moment again. And we always think we're going to get tomorrow. And we always think there's going to be next month, but that's not guaranteed. What's guaranteed is right now. You have you, and you are you. So be and do.